Australia has a critical minerals agreement with the United States, but quite frankly, at the moment, I'm left wondering what that's worth. It seems to me that the Americans want to cherry pick that particular agreement.
Welcome to the business. What is your reaction to the imposition of this huge new tariff?
Well, Kirsten, it's very disappointing because Simcoa has been very active in the United States for many, many years, and we were, looking forward to very much being part of this supply chain of critical minerals. This case being silicon.
What to make of the argument from the US International Trade Commission that Simcoa is selling its product at less than fair value?
Well, it's absolute rubbish because we're not. It's just the way that US law is interpreted. And effectively, US law in this particular case has been weaponized by two domestic companies, both of which are not American, to exclude us from the American market.
Simcoa faced a similar tariff back in 2018 under the first Trump administration. It fought that tariff and has continued to operate in the US market until now. What do you plan to do this time?
Well, Kirsten, we have fundamentally no choice. With this ruling, we are now officially excluded from America. We have to re-look at our strategy, which does not include the United States, because we are now locked out for years.
Are you going to fight this ruling?
There's not much we can do as a company anymore. Of course, we can try to have the duties reduced, but effectively now we must rely on government-to-government action.
Are you confident that that will have a substantive result for the company?
Not really, Kirsten. Australia has a critical minerals agreement with the United States, but quite frankly, at the moment, I'm left wondering what that's worth. It seems to me that the Americans want to cherry pick that particular agreement, and just because you're a critical mineral doesn't mean to say that agreement is valid.
And so you're leaving the United States market as of now. It's that simple, that clear cut.
As of August the 14th, we're finished. We're out of there. We have a limited amount of stock in the warehouses there. Most of that's pre-sold. Once that's gone, we're out of. We will not be back to the United States.
Will you be able to source other customers to make up the shortfall?
We have no choice, and fortunately, there is some opportunities there because the world desperately needs to move away from China as the only supplier of solar panels. Those opportunities are now emerging for us in Southeast Asia and India, and we already supply into Europe. So I just have to hope we can hang on long enough for those opportunities to emerge.
You have already touched on your thoughts about the current situation in the United States, but if you could elaborate about the company's experience about doing business in that country under President Donald Trump.
Our relationship into the USA has been wonderful for many, many years. The Americans welcomed us into America to supply because they were short. They must import. Now it kind of feels like you've been given a big kick in the backside. And on one hand, when you're encouraged to go to the United States, on one hand you're encouraged, and on the other hand, you get a kick in the backside.
Have you a message to the White House?
No, I can't repeat that online. Thanks, Kirsten. No, thank you.
Okay, David Miles, thanks for joining the business.
Good on you. Thank you.